Today I'm going to address the posture of press as it occurs in the sequence of grasp sparrow's tail. So from the previous video, you may remember that when we do roll back, we turn roughly 45 degrees off to the left side. We don't want to over roll back, so we come to this position. Now, to get from roll back to press, we simply rotate the torso by turning the waist and allow the arms to fold into the position where the left palm is touching the right wrist. Now, one key factor about this is that we want to stay on the back leg as we counter rotate, bringing the hands into proper connection for press. Then, and only then, do we expand forward. Good? So let's review this one more time. Roll back, roughly 45 degrees, counter rotate, loading the back leg, connecting the left palm to the inside of the right wrist, moving forward, expanding into press. Now, a couple of points that I want to make about this. Some people, when they do press, when they set up for press, they drop this left arm down, swing it up and over to connect. The problem with that is that that requires you to move an arm independently of the body. So I don't recommend that as the method of bringing the left palm in to make contact with the right wrist. By contrast, if we simply counter-rotate the body, the arms naturally fold in with a counter-rotation, bringing us forward into press. The next point I would like to make is that there are basically three ways to make the arms go into the position of press. One is to touch palm to palm for press. One, which I do, is to bring the left wrist into left palm into contact with the right wrist. And the other is to completely fold the left forearm inside the right forearm and then press. Each of those has their advantages. And one really important advantage, which we're going to talk about in a moment, is when you do palm to palm, you get more of a squeezing effect. It's very sharp and sudden against the opponent. Touching palm to wrist has the benefit of connecting the Laogang point in the left palm to the Naquan point in the right wrist. So that creates an energetic connection, yin and yang, yang, yin connection. This method is most effective as kind of you're using your body as a battering ram. So a lot of people like this. This is also the method of press that is used in the four hands, pushing hands pattern. Okay, let's review the method of press that I prefer from roll back, counter rotate the body, connect left palm to right wrist, weight on the back leg, press forward. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the underlying energy of G, which we find in the posture of press in the grasp the sparrow's tail sequence. So, in fact, many people think of G as press, like you're pressing against someone's chest. But in fact, a better interpretation of the Chinese character G is squeeze. So, if we think about this version of press, palm to palm, we're squeezing the energy tightly together, and at the same time as we connect with somebody, we're squeezing into them. But you can still squeeze here, squeeze the energy, compressing it. But you can also find this G squeeze in many other postures. So classically, the wave hands like clouds movement sequence starts with ward off, roll back, squeeze here, squeeze against the opponent before you on down. Another place where we can find squeeze or G is coming out of withdraw push, coming across here, connect with the opponent, squeeze into the opponent. Squeeze when you send out the hook, squeeze into the opponent. Good? So as we will continue in our lessons of roll back press, withdraw push, single whip, lifting hands, squeeze, we're going to find many opportunities to encounter that internal energy of G or squeeze. Thank you for this opportunity to present this lesson.